I've previously done videos where I stated that, I know some people may perceive my confidence as arrogance. In this video, I'm gonna be arrogant to a degree, and I honestly couldn't care less how it's perceived, because it reaches a point in all of our journeys where we become experts at our craft. At some point, we are learning. So ultimately, the student becomes the teacher. And I've reached that sort of like breakthrough in my journey. And yeah, I really couldn't care less if it comes across as arrogance anymore, because I wouldn't necessarily say people around me, but I see people with positions perceived higher than me, more maybe they're more established, I know the confidence I have in myself. I know I'm good at what I do, and it's no longer I am the student. I'm not. Um, Now, there are parts of society I absolutely hate. I don't like it when people like publicly um, distance themselves from reality. So, like me talking about these things isn't me thinking in everyday walks of life I'm better than anyone else, because I would never have that attitude. I was just watching the F1, for instance. It's in Monaco. You got Jeff Bezos, whatever his big name is, from Amazon. You've got really high profile figures, and I just look at them and just think, you're so deluded. Because we're all human beings, and it doesn't matter if you're successful. It doesn't matter if you're good at something. It doesn't matter if you have more money. I think that detachment from reality, I think, is dangerous. I think it's ridiculous. It's so unnecessary. He's literally sitting there, and I think it's the Ferrari paddock, which that's incredible in itself, the opportunity to be there, to be a guest. And he's literally got a chair on his own sitting there. So almost like he's the most important person in the room, even beyond anyone associated with Ferrari, which again blows your mind, because what's it got to do with him? And then he's sitting there with sunglasses watching the screen. It's like, it's posturing power. That's all it is. And I can't help but think how these people are in the world. At one point, they would have been normal, everyday person, and at some point, their ego has got so far away from them that they literally have no respect for the ordinary life. Now, that's not what I strive for at all. I don't strive for any of that. So even if I was successful and I was wealthy in any way, I wouldn't be interested in living that detached from reality, because it's so pointless. There's no need for it at all. And it's like, I don't understand why people go on power trips like that. For me, it was like, just looking at it, I just thought you a joke. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how powerful someone thinks they are. You're an absolute joke if you think that that's normal. Um, I don't like it at all. So I guess the way I'm coming across isn't going to be helpful in that respect, because it kind of looks like you're the same, but I'm really not. I'm going to do something different with this video, because, well, I'm not even expecting anyone to watch it, but we're going to take the background off, and I'm going to do display. I'm going to add my display now. And like I said, like it says there, author, spiritual, and life guide. So I am going to incorporate spirituality in this video. I don't always. I am. I've got my tarot cards. Spirit can interject whenever they want as I shuffle. In all honesty, this is what I'm talking about. When it comes to sharing the spiritual experience, spiritual breakthrough, my connection to source, I think I've done that. I think I've aced it. There's so many videos. I've shown it. I've shown the tarot readings. I've shown things happening that if you're a statistician and you're skeptic, you would have a hard time disproving anything, because I'm not a magician. I'm literally shuffling cards. They've all got their own unique cards. I'm not here to do any tricks. You can literally zoom in, be skeptical as much as you want on any of the videos I create. I've got spiritual videos. I've got ones with tarot cards, and in that sense, I think I'm doing something that many people haven't done. And, of course, there are people who do things in their own unique way, but I think I'm good at what I do, And then also, when it comes to life in general, I'm good at pointing out the issues in life, the way we can improve ourselves. It's not about improving your finances all the time, That's where the issue is going to come. It's like people are going to look and think, well, how are you doing financially? Well, how's Jeff Bezos doing financially? Do you think he's a decent human being? Do you look at him and think he cares about his workers, the people that got him there? Is he humble? It's like, come on, mate. It's like you can't keep looking at people that are on power trips who have everything, and you look at how they treat people, and then you think that's successful. That's not successful at all. That, to me, that is not successful in life. It's successful in business But there's a lot of liars in business. I need to swore there because I've been watching Trump recently, and I've been making sure not to create content because he drives me nuts. But he's obviously someone who lies his way through, and he's probably done that his whole business life. So he's someone who, like, if he says something, he says it, he hammers it home and tries to act confident, so then people believe it. So you don't question, and if someone questions, he goes round in riddles, and weak-minded people would fall for that. So it's hardly surprising that he has been successful or perceived to be successful in business when a lot of his businesses have actually been bankrupt and things. I haven't gone deep into that. I've just heard those things. And it doesn't surprise me really because he's just a charlatan. And he's fooled everybody to become the president of America. It's quite crazy. And now he's creating human rights issues in America where people don't want to visit there. Now, see, I can talk on a whole tangent of societal issues. I could talk about spirituality. I could talk about getting yourself through trauma and overcoming things. So in that sense, am I the student anymore? Or am I the teacher? So I'm no longer a student of any of this. It's just ridiculous. Don't say these things to make people feel inferior. It's just, I look at where I am on my journey, and what it is, my reality does not match who I am. And that is incredibly frustrating. So recently, I've been challenging spirit, source, the universe, saying, look, I'm again, this is the arrogance now, and it's going to have to come out. It's going to have to, because we can't just be humble our whole life. I've even said to them, I said, I'm better at what I do than most people. I don't think you could pick anybody that could do what I do to the same level I do and the commitment I've had. I've been on this journey for about 6 years or so, probably more, and I haven't seen the benefits of it. So I would love to see someone who would be as committed as I am every day for the duration of time that I've done it and not really been successful and continue doing it. Who has that level of determination driving them? Most people don't. Most people will take an easier path and they'll give up or this and that. And I haven't done that. I've been always on point. I've never sold my soul for money. I've never been corrupted. I've gone down my spiritual path. I've gone down my life journey path. I've documented everything through books, through countless videos. So I look at what I do and I'm thinking, you know what? You're quite special. You are quite special. And I'm not afraid to say that because I know I am. And even if you go in relationships and things, like my boundaries are high. I don't run into relationships. I hold myself to a high standard. And apparently that intimidates people. But thing is, I don't care about that either because I'm only looking for the right person in my life anyway. So if someone doesn't feel ready or enough, it's like, then obviously they're not the one for me anyway, you know? So there's various aspects. Again, the arrogance is going to have, like I said, the arrogance is going to have to come out because it's like, well, how else are we going to get through any of this shit? Because it's just ridiculous. So I'm actually in the middle right now of a standstill with the universe because I'm just not happy. Like I can say all the things I can do. I can literally help people through a crisis. I can help people who are having just a breakthrough in their spiritual journey and they're not really sure what's happening and what to expect and really what life is all about. I can help you with that. You know, I can help you connect to spirit. I can show you the tarot cards. I can do certain things. There's just various aspects. I'm not like a one-trick pony. And yet my life is hard. And it's not a case of people owe me anything, but the universe bloody well does. Oh, the universe does. Soul Spirit owes me a lot. Like, and they better start showing me something because I'm not happy. Like, and that's the thing. You can be, and I say this a lot. Like, I'm proud I'm not happy. So you can be incredibly proud of yourself. You can give yourself a pat on the back and have recognition of your growth and your journey. But you can also be quite unhappy in your life. And unfortunately, sometimes that's the consequence. But I don't think that it's fair for me to be this unhappy. And that's the thing. So even when I say unhappy, that doesn't mean I'm vulnerable, weak, or easily manipulated. That's not the case at all. So just because I'm unhappy, it's not something just anyone can fix. So I'm not susceptible to any nonsense. I'm not like it's not that at all. I still have very strong boundaries. I still know my worth, but I'm waiting for the universe to give me something now because I'm sick and tired of being put through lessons after lesson after lesson and expected to keep pushing forward, doing effectively God's work, spirit sources, the counsel of light, doing things that I don't think anyone else could handle, and that's how I feel. I don't think anyone else could handle the journey I'm on. I don't think so. Even when I see established people, like there's really high up, like in terms of in the industries of like self-help and all sorts of things. I even see like Jordan Peterson. Like sometimes I think he's quite outspoken, and I used to really like his content, but sometimes I don't agree with some of his statements. And it's like I look at what I do, and I'm thinking I just don't have the platform. I'm just as I think I'm just as powerful as him in terms of my delivery, and the way my mind thinks. He's clearly studied at academic level. I haven't done that because I don't feel the need to, but I don't feel I'm less intelligent and I'm less articulate. So, um, so why should I have such a low income and such a low um, growth, if you like? It doesn't. None of it makes sense. Um, at the moment, I don't even want Spirit to. I've even said to Spirit this weekend. I said I don't want anyone reaching out to me this weekend. I just want to be left the hell alone. I've had enough. And I said that. I said if anyone reaches out to me, I will not answer. And I'm not an envious person. It's just sometimes I think you just look at your life and you just think it's about time I got what I'm deserved. This is what I feel the universe does to me. I feel they put me through tests. And then ultimately I find my way through it because I'm good at transmuting energy. So if something's an obstacle, I'll smash it eventually. I might have a moment, a breakdown, just a bit like today. And there'll be a moment when you pick yourself up and you just smash the barrier again. So I have got another book. I've got more books coming. I get a lot of signs they're waiting on the next one. They really want that next one from me. So I've given you 6 books. When are you ever going to have gratitude and give me my props, give me what I deserve, give me something from my life to make me feel happy? Oh, it's coming with the next one. It's always the next one. Let's say it is after the next one. It's like it shouldn't have to come to that though, should it? So I do get resentful, but ultimately I always accomplish what I set out to do. But is it fair? I don't think so. So the reason I'm going to do the reason I've changed the background for this video instead of the talks background that I normally have is I just wanted to show people what I'm talking about so you can sort of see for yourself. I designed and I've even done and this is the thing, I'm so transparent. I did a video yesterday. It's literally here, the second video from last. Upgraded YouTube channel banner. I literally went through the whole process. I didn't show the Photoshops that I did. I was thinking of doing that. If my video editing video was successful, I might go and do a Photoshop one because I don't even mind doing it. But why should I keep giving up my time to do these things? And it's not that people owe me. I'm not blaming people, but it's only had 6 views. Who's at fault for 6 views? It can't be. Well, we could say it's viewers because they're not clicking it, but it's too much. It's not just one platform. It's every platform. So is it the platform providers? Well, you could argue it's the platform providers, but if it's every platform, what could it be? Spirit, source. It's their fault I'm not successful yet. They're holding me back, hidden in plain sight. I've had that shit said for ages. It's like I'm sick and tired of being hidden. This is a joke at this point. What should motivate me to keep going when I've already given everything? So I don't regret what I've done, but I don't feel I owe anyone anything, even Spirit anymore. I feel like even if I stop now, I'm not going to delete content. It's there. I've contributed. Now it's time to give me something because I've given everything of me. I've given every part of my soul to the world. I've brought myself vulnerably to the world. How I overcome things, the skills I have. I literally showcase everything to help other people. And yet I can't even get views. My finances are terrible. I'm incredibly lonely. It's like, I'm not asking for a huge community of people. I like to say a lot of time, a lot of people are toxic. But surely the universe can bring me someone who's stable, centered, nurturing, someone who fits with me, someone that has the same integrity and things like that. I'm not asking just to bring me a random individual so I'm not lonely anymore. Bring me my person, please. It's about bloody time, mate. And this is how I am with them. So I am sharp as shit with the universe. And you can consider it petulant, you can consider it arrogant. It's not in my worth. You either make me center stage and give me my props, or don't expect much more from me. And I'm more than happy to just fade into the distance. I'm more than happy to be lazy now. I've given too much for too long. I'm burnt out to an extent. I'm burnt out until I see progress. Then that'll make me invigorated. I'll be excited. I'll want to push on again. I'm not pushing my head against a wall continuously. It's just not happening anymore. I haven't even bothered shuffling because I really couldn't give a shit what Spirit's got to say at the minute. I'm so pissed off with all of it. It's like, that's how I am, and they know I am. I'll only get negative cards at the moment where you in your head. I'm not in my head, mate. Not in my head. It's time. It's time. Again, I don't really care about spotlight. I just care about like make my what the impact I have makes a difference, and I get to see it visibly. You can't. I can't keep. I keep getting signs. People people respect you. Some people maybe they don't like you because you shine a light on them. So that because you're making them feel insecure, they naturally react. Some people are attracted to you, but they don't say it. All this shit, and it's like I'm sick of the signs. I'm sick of the signs of this coming and this coming and this coming, and it's like, but nothing's coming. How can people do that when I'm only getting 4 views? It doesn't correlate. Maybe that's what it is in the future, but it's not today. So I don't care about the spotlight. I've never cared for fame. I don't even want that level of attention. But I want my life to improve. I want to be able to go on holiday. I want to be able to go on road trips. I just want to be able to enjoy myself. I want to have someone like a significant partner, someone I can genuinely trust with my life and share my life with them. That's something I want. I just want normal things. So when people think, maybe look at me and you think, oh, he wants this. I don't want everything. I just want to be happy. That's all I want. I don't care about being wealthy beyond my imagination. Couldn't give a shit about any of that. I don't care about the world knowing my name. Don't care. I don't need the world to know my name. But I want to hopefully make a difference, a positive difference. And I think my work deserves to have made that impact at this point. And I want to just be able to do the little things and be happy. But I'm so poor right now that even just the little things are impossible. So it adds a burden and a stress on my life that, again, I don't think's fair. I don't care stating that I'm poor. I'm not. Do I look like someone who doesn't have confidence in themselves? Do I look like someone who doesn't feel they're worth any of that? Oh, I shouldn't even be poor. It's like I'm not saying that again. It's a correlation between poor and wealthy, but I shouldn't. I should be stable. I've done enough work to be stable. This is not the work of a lazy individual. So I'm sick of this shit, man. And I am. I'm genuinely sick and tired of it. And I don't care how much of a rant it looks or how it'll look in the future. I don't give a shit. I honestly couldn't care less. If you look here, you can see the work that's been done. 6 books. There's more to come. More to come when I can be asked. It might be by the end of June. Might be the end of October. Might be the end of the year. It really depends how pissed off I am in spirit and how much I can be asked to do the journey. Because at the end of the day, the way I'm looking at it right now is I'm proud of the journey I've had. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. So anything else is just a bonus anyway. It's not like you don't care, but I've already done a body of work. I'm good. So I could if I'm not going to be successful and everything I do gets limited views and I never get financially rewarded, I'm already proud of what I've done. So in that sense, I might as well just do nothing. Genuinely. I've literally, like, past week or so, I've been just there's a few video games I like playing. I'm just playing the shit out of them. I know I should be editing my book. I'm like, fuck the book. I genuinely couldn't give a crap right now. I'm literally just more interested in finishing this game. And after I've done this video, I'm putting that game on. It's like nearly 5 p.m. I'll try and figure out what time to have dinner. I couldn't even give a shit. I'm about 90% through this game. I think I've put 40 hours up to now. I know it's going to be if I put about 5 more hours into this game, I'll finally finish it. And I'm going to be so excited to get this game done. I'm just blitzing through this shit. I don't even care if it goes beyond 5 hours and it takes me to midnight. I don't care if I'm playing till 3 in the morning. That's how I am at the minute. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit about any other aspect of my life right now. Couldn't care less. I'm demotivated. I just don't give a shit. And after that game's finished, I'll probably find another one to put in my invest into. And we'll just play through that another 40 hours. What's the point? It's just, I honestly, it's no point. Now, Spirit can interject if they want. I'll start shuffling. It's been a joke. I'm going to share a couple of videos that have come up on my For You page on TikTok. And I felt my journey is similar in ways. I don't really say it, but I know it is. And I want to talk about that. And then there's something else I just want to talk about. And there'll be other people who go through similar frustrations in their journey. And if you're doing something that you feel passionate about and you haven't been successful yet, doesn't mean you don't deserve to be successful yet. That's the thing. It's not fair. Oh, anyway. Hmm. So it does show a level of ambition, seeking travel, see the world. Uh, got a choice to make, but it is as well. The way I see that is your childlike innocence. Get back to your child. Back with the little things you enjoy. But, yeah. They're not always helpful to me, to be totally honest. They just know I'm freaking pissed. It's like there's no point talking to me. Yeah, carrying a lot of weight on my shoulders, heavy burdens. Yeah, it is a heavy burden, and it is a lot of weight on my shoulders. I'm carrying the weight of the bloody healing the world here at this point, and it's like I know that's a big statement to make, but when I'd say at some point you'll see it, but that's only if Spirit bloody lets me. I wouldn't be surprised if Spirit gives me my breakthrough once I'm freaking dead. That's hilarious, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, now we'll show the world. Oh, thanks for that, motherfucker. That's really bloody helpful. Cheers. Thanks for giving me the fair bloody life. Keep getting signs. It's the higher, the universe plus your higher self made this pact. You decided this path. It's like my higher self needs to get itself together because clearly this path is ridiculous. It's a heavy road to pave. Now, to put it into perspective, and I think context is always a good thing. Have a look at this. Have a look. We can't see all of them because I'm in the bloody way and I'm really not in the mood to move. You got 6 views on the recent one, 4, 5. We're just not going to say which videos. Let's just do it. 6, 5, 4, 7, 22, 4, 6, 7, 5, 26, 13, 5, 9, 17, 34, 10, 13, 10, 16, 27, 9, 5, 26, 15, 13, 6, 20, 17, 15, 15, 16, 33, 16, 8, 1, 2, 3, 15. You see how low these numbers are? Does that sound like a lot of numbers as well? I'd say a lot of numbers. Each number equates to a video. Each number equates to something I actually put my heart and soul into for considerable time. So the last video was 55 minutes. There's another one that's half an hour. This one's an hour. That one's maybe 15 minutes. That one's an hour and a half. That one's an hour and 20 minutes nearly, half an hour, 40 minutes. These are not short videos where I've just given 10 minutes of my time. I've been passionate for so long. And I deserve to have an outburst. So that's just that platform. Then you've got TikTok, which is an absolute pile of shit. Don't get me started on TikTok. But there is videos I just favorited because they come off my view page and I just want to show them. But anyway, aside from that, you've got my website I've been building. I'm always investing in myself. Pity party or not, I've done videos, I've done books, and then I've done audio books for every book. My Heartbroken Daughter one is done with a little bit inferior quality with an older microphone. That's why I haven't really promoted it so much. But at the moment, I think it's still listenable, but it's the weaker one. So, but these ones are all up to standard. So I do a book, then I do an audio book. And I've done podcasts, I've done like reading bits, trying to get people into reading, showing what I'm playing at the moment, just thought I'd do that. But anyway, I don't even give a shit enough to show people anymore that. I'm not showing anymore. I'm not creating. I'm genuinely not creating any more content for the foreseeable future. I love creating content, but I'm not giving myself for free anymore. I hold myself to a high standard. I deserve a good quality of life, and I'm sick and tired of being the idiot suffering while everybody else gets what they want and they're not even genuine. There's a lot of people, and I'm seeing it. And again, I'm not a jealous person, but I recognize the value I hold. I'm seeing content creators that I saw earlier in my journey on TikTok, for instance. Some from spiritual, some from do tarot readings. They didn't have anything special about them. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that, but they didn't have anything special. They had like maybe 15,000 followers, and you thought, oh, okay, they're all right. They don't stand out amongst. Sometimes there's some great people you meet in terms of content. And I'm looking at these ones here, the average ones. They've got 300,000 followers now. And you're like, where's the fairness in that? I don't care they got 300,000, but why? It's the lack of growth I'm getting. I've hit a roadblock. And that roadblock is not fair. And that's what I'm getting at. You've got people with hundreds of thousands of followers, and I can't even get views. So tell me what the universe is playing at, because it's a pile of shit. Let's be honest. So these 2 videos are the ones I want to show. This one I turn off because I really don't want to keep hearing this shit. I've had enough. I don't want signs of anything anymore. I want action. That's what I want.
Okay,
so this one,
I asked my guides, I said, who needs to hear something? Give me the...
Talking about Christ consciousness, you make sense. If you literally go around it, generational curse breaker, you trigger people's insecurities, high rank spiritually, which makes sense as to why you put through a world of shit. Christ consciousness, you will be celebrated in front of your enemies. Couldn't give a shit about that. I couldn't even give a crap who enemies are. Like, genuinely, I have no interest. But yeah, it does say effectively. She says you've gone down you've experienced a similar life to Jesus, where you've been persecuted, you've been judged, you've been put down, you've had a hard life. It's like I've been thinking that since the beginning of my spiritual awakening. To be honest, it's a big statement to make, so I don't really go around making it. But I've been noticing similarities too, and I'm like, this has been ridiculous, mate. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I keep saying it. Someone does half of what I done, they've been hugely successful. So make it make sense.
The message, let's get it out there. And I immediately was shown a generational curse breaker and someone who is chronically misunderstood. And immediately I felt moved to almost tears, because it seems like people want to dislike you. People want to not like you. They'd rather not like you. They'd rather, like,
The judgment.
when I say
I think there's
chronically
judgment.
misunderstood, and I'm kind of getting chills right now just seeing this person
They say
and
misunderstood.
the family they were born into and all the curses that you had to break. And it really does remind me a lot of Jesus and the symbolism there, because Jesus was crucified, right? Dare I say crucified? And he died for other people's sins. Poetically, if we want to break that down, it's like, I feel like you've died like over and over and over again because of other people's sins. But you love them that much. So you stayed, you still loved them. Oh my God, I just got like almost dizzy with that. Hold on. 1:11 on my clock. I just want to say that I'm just so sorry that you had to endure such a rough childhood. The people that you had to be put in path of. I'm getting nauseous with this part. Like the things that you had to endure.
The lovers.
Confirmation. Did you hear that? Oh my God, hold on. The way I'm like nauseous with this part, like channeling this part. You could have really grown up. I'm just seeing like a survivor. Like you're not afraid to get your hands dirty now because of this. It doesn't matter where you live now because of how without you've been. And I just want to say I'm sorry, because it really feels like you have been so alone, but so
Listen to what she says there. So alone,
full of love.
so full of love. Lovers, and look at that. Got wings there, spirit behind you, love. So you've got a lot of love to give, but you've got a lot of love in your heart. And it's almost like you're the one showing the kindness, but it's like finding yourself as well. Interesting that they're saying that.
And
Why she's
it
saying
overflows. Your cup overflows with love. And you have given and given and given, and somehow it's still not taken from you. The only con is that you felt alone, right? You felt misunderstood. And even now you could be going through something where it feels like people just want to not like you. Let's see if there's any cards. 4 of Cups and Justice. As soon as I turned around too, because my son opened the door, I saw all of my animals around me during this reading. Like, I just realized all of my animals are around me. Okay, like,
love us
you are
again.
so protected. It's giving high rank, spiritually high rank, like, and you've come down here, and literally all of them are in here for your reading. And I just think that's so beautiful. Like, do I even need to pull cards? Like, I feel like a lot of this stuff is speaking for itself. But in the age of Aquarius, it's people like you who are going to be put on a pedestal. I just heard embodiment. Like, you're really the embodiment. You're an embodiment. And I think things are really going to shift. Yeah, I got the 7 of Cups here. Things are really about to change. Ooh, hold on. And now I'm starting to feel this weird pressure behind my face with the 7 of Cups. So you could be feeling that 4 of Cups again. I feel like the universe, God, higher self, like what all of this is for, what this entire thing is for, the energy, I don't want to say, hold on. The creator in you is saying, just wait. You're being positioned. Just wait. Just wait. Wait for my command. Wait for and you'll know what it is.
Again?
This could be a move. This could be a project. This could be.
How the hell can you get the Lovers 3 times in a row, pretty much? Well, it's well in a row. It's 3 out of 4 because we had the 6, I think, or 8 of cups, whatever the hell it was. But yeah, the Lovers, Lovers, Lovers. And that's what I'm saying. I ain't doing no magic trick. I got no. They're all different cards. You know, someone can zoom in or whatever you want to do. I couldn't give a shit what anyone thinks. You know, I'm getting a sign here, pure message. I keep getting Lovers, and I get that a lot. The spirits lining you up for whatever, and it's all keeping you in this plain sight for now. So you're literally cloaked and all this shit. So anyone that just sees this would be fortunate in a sense. Not saying you're lucky to see me. It's just you're very rare that you get to see me. So I just keep pushing forward. So I keep making it. So I try to bash the barrier down. It's like there's an invisible force field around me, just stopping me at every moment, you know. And my life's just heavy for the sake of it. And it's like it's not fair.
Something that you're working on, the Empress and Justice again. I love you. I love you. I feel like I have to stop this here because you just know. The sun could be significant. Getting out in the sun, convening with nature, just like getting out there and being grateful for this life. And I just feel like
that's what I'm talking about as well. What I want in life is the simple things. I live in an area where like there's a noisy neighbor behind me that just has the music blaring all the time. And you could say something, but sometimes it's like, what's the point? Sometimes it's just, what's the point? There's enough neighbors nearby that someone would have said something by now. Some people literally, you could have a conversation with someone and then they could just reverse back. Effectively, when it comes to people's own homes, it's impossible. It really is because they just revert back because some people just naturally just really selfish. There's not a lot of privacy in the garden. And what I want is a home where you've got this beautiful, you've got these nice trees. I like privacy. I'm all about privacy. So I just want somewhere where it's a big enough garden, though, and there's some privacy around the garden. You can just sit there like a pure orange juice or something, just something simple. You just sit there and chill out and enjoy nature. Just enjoy it existing. I don't have that in my space, so I don't even want to go in the garden. So like that's what I'm saying. I want to be out more. I want to go on road trips. I want to have destinations to go to. I want to do things. Instead, I'm at home. I might as well just kill myself. You know, I'm not saying that. I mean, it's quite a big statement, but like, I'm at an existing point at this point. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to play through some games and shit. That's what my life's become now. Just see how many games we can get through for the rest of the year or something. What a waste of life. And that's what I say to the universe. What a waste of potential. You literally could put me to use and you got me just sitting here like an idiot, just wasting my life away. So I'm like, I'm staying up really late, ridiculous time into the morning because I can't even be asked. I can't even be asked to go to sleep. And then when I go to sleep, I can't even be asked to wake up. Like, I don't even want to get up. It's a shit day, isn't it? It's going to be shit day. It's just not even worth it. And it's like, it is depressing in that sense. But it's kind of like, I'm just at the point where I just don't see the point. I've done enough. And if this is it, this is what I've done, that's it. Might as well just stop bothering. So I'm stopping bothering.
You needed to hear that, what I had to say about, like the apology, and you're okay though. You were always okay and you were always going to be okay. And it was never something that was supposed to be understood. And your people are coming, I'm hearing. Like, you're about to meet your people. I feel like a collective of people are emerging.
I would say that as well. I know I'm moaning I haven't had a breakthrough, but I even say to Spirit, you leave it long enough, mate. I won't even give a shit. I won't even want to talk to anyone. You know, because I get like that, and I will get like that. It'll reach a point where it's like, you left it too late, mate. You should have known. You should have known. Now you're going to have to find someone else to replace me, and good luck with whoever can do what I do. And again, if that's arrogant, I don't give a shit. Find someone that can do what I do, and I'd love to see it. Because most people do things for the wrong intentions. I've done everything for the best of intentions. All I expect is something fair. I give far too much. Anyone sees my content, you'll see it. Even if you read my books, you realize the level of healing and how honest I've been. I don't think you'll find anyone with the level of integrity and honesty that I have. The vulnerability I show, no, I don't think so. I haven't seen it. Never seen that from anyone. Someone that's that transparent about their spiritual journey. I see a lot of people say, don't tell people about this side. Don't tell people about that because it leaves you vulnerable. I make myself vulnerable. I just share it anyway. I'd rather give people enough of a window so they don't feel alone. They see someone else is going through something and maybe you've been through something similar and it's relatable. Would someone put in all the effort over the years to the level that I have, the sacrifices, the vulnerability? I don't think so. Not when they realize how much I've sacrificed. I don't think so. So, yeah, I haven't met anybody that can do to the level I can do. So I know I'm quite special in that sense. But I feel I've been abused and mishandled my whole life. So I deserve more. And I am not budging until I receive more because it's fair. I'm sick and tired of people who have ill intentions. They're liars, they're manipulators. They're literally a toxic drain on society, getting everything, while those who do things with the best of intentions get such a hard, deprived life. So it's about time things changed. And that's how I feel.
Out of the darkness, I just heard too. I wasn't going to say that in it. Out of the darkness. Like, a lot of you guys have been hermiting, and it's time for you to be seen because of this embodiment. And it's really going to shift a lot and raise the frequency of this planet on a less personal, because you've done so much work in your home, in the home. Now it's time for you to go out in the world and do the same thing. I love you so much. Link in my bio for everything. Workbooks.
Well, she says about the success coming and then things changing. They literally get the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, which is I always see as karma. So like things that are supposed to happen. So things are going to change. It's weird the cards sort of match in terms of the flowers and the color, because you can get so many variations in color. I always find that quite interesting when things like that happen. But I get signs of this all the time. I don't want signs. I've said that. Don't give me signs. Give me results. Keep showing me this shit. Don't help me.
Mentorship. I have a 30-day mentorship program.
Right, so we're going to go down one. Because there's another video I just want to show. This one I can't be able to watch because I get fed up with signs. It's just one of many. If you look here, just without me even showing you, Spirit's got a message for you, what people are saying about you, prepare to celebrate, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't give a shit. Calling on your life, blah, blah, blah. So this was talking about changing fire. I don't want to keep hearing about it. I'll share the first 30 seconds and then I'm going.
Like I said in part one, you became this Queen of Swords, and I feel like you really mastered the Queen of Swords, and you somewhat mastered like the Queen of Wands as well. Like, you've really put yourself out there. You really learned how to set boundaries. You really learned how to like tap into your confidence. Really, like, you've been through glow ups. Like, you've been through these things and just been like more true to yourself, more authentic to yourself. And I feel like right now in your life and yourself, you are learning how to kind of get your bag. Like, you're really learning how to build yourself up financially and
community
stably. But yeah, it's like you don't really need to prove to yourself or to other people.
I went mental now. It's way too many. I'm not taking that many.
Lessons
I could do because you've got a nice card at the
like
top,
this
but
version
not
of yourself to
10 cards.
Really just like say how it is, live in your truth, be authentic, be yourself, and set those boundaries, right? Set people straight. It's kind of what you can do. So anyway, anything else for this collective spirit? Thank you. Yeah, okay, that's why I say that, because even though you have that like confidence and you have that inner knowing of who the fuck you are, you may have really struggled financially. Like, you really it just kind of doesn't match with like how you feel about yourself. And so I feel like that's why you're really getting into that and really getting in your bag and boosting your confidence and boosting your stability in that, like your security within yourself, with calling in financial support, calling in
just absolutely
abundance.
Fed up.
But okay, hold up. 5-5, so 5-5 could be significant. There's a lot coming through right now. Hold on. Okay. the reason why you didn't have the finances before is because you would have used it in the wrong ways. You would have abused that power. So it's almost like spirit, your higher self, made you go through the
Too
internal
many
things
again.
first, like really made you
That's weird. That was up that way.
go through like the emotional things, the mental things, the personal things, like more so like your character, your character development, and your personality, even like all of those things first, and then on top you were able to.
So I get good signs. I get positive signs. I do get things. But again, I'm sick of signs, man. When you've had signs long enough, you don't want to keep seeing signs. It's like time for change. It's time for change. Something's got to give now. You know, I'm not looking for small offers. I'm not looking for stupid react like things. I'm sick of it. I've had small my whole life. It's enough of small. Anyway, this one will come out this way around. So I'm going to take this as a given, like almost like it's the current energy, because it was the others will turn up that way. This one turns up that way. So then why was that one so significant? And that's more like I see that as more like competition. That Five of Wands. It's almost like if you look at it, it's like mental anguish. Really, it's just like, yeah, it's not a good space to be in. Not a good space to be in. But then you look at that after, and it does point towards great things, because you've got generational wealth here. So it's incredible security. This is something you don't see, and it's like an offer's coming, but it's been really slow coming, which is why it's the night. It's the slowest night, they say, is Pentacles. So it's something that's stable coming. It's more long term. You're going to be overflowing with love. It's going to make you so like literally going to fill your cup. So you're going to have like your emotionally, you're going to be so fulfilled, which is kind of what I've been asking for the whole pissing time. And then it's coming in, but now it's coming in fast. So it's going to be rapid change, or someone's coming in for that. Then you've got the world. Was it the world next? Oh no, we've got the Queen of Cups. So that's emotionally balanced. It's like you're confident in what you're doing, and it's completing a cycle. So a cycle's coming to an end. I mean, it's all very well good showing me these things. It's another thing when you live not in the best of circumstances, Like for me, I'm just going from bill to bill to bill at the moment, just trying to figure my way through it all. And it's been so long like that. And you can get through it, but after a while, it's like, what is the point? It's just too much hassle all the time, no reward, and just a heavy burden on your life, Like when it's that sustained, it's like it's too much. It's not fair, and it doesn't correlate. Like the other one, like I said before, I think he said that it doesn't correlate with who you are now, and it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And I'm sick and tired of it all, to be totally honest. Now, I know it comes across as pity and shit, but if anyone lived half the life I have, you wouldn't be looking at it as pity. You'd be looking at it like, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I've lost too much. And yet I still rose from the ashes to share my life with the world, to try to help heal the planet, at least on an individual basis, one person at a time, rather than look at it as a grand scale. You just look at it on an individual basis. And from that, yeah, my life shouldn't be so hard. I've had hard. When you look at it, it's like the things I've been through should have buried me. And I know it buries most people. I think separation from your child, like literally an abrupt separation, it was almost like feeling like a car crash. Not only that separation, it broke her heart, it broke mine, like genuinely tore us apart. We're both still recovering now. She's strong and resilient just like I am, but I know she still struggles with it all, She hasn't got the life she wants. She's trying to make sense of the life she's been handed. She tries to do the best she can in a situation, but it's not easy. And I still see the vulnerabilities in her and the trauma she's still trying to heal. And I keep her strong. So there's that side of things, of course. Then I was accused of emotional abuse and all sorts of shit just to validate what happened. I don't care about talking about that. I don't care if anyone even thinks for a moment, I wonder if that's true. Couldn't give a shit if you think it's true. Could not give a shit, which is why I say it. Otherwise, I would hide it. I don't hide it because I could not give a crap what someone thinks of me in general. Couldn't give a shit. Believe it, don't believe it, makes no difference to my day. Could not give a shit. I know who I am, and that isn't who I am. Huh. So, yeah, they're the ones that got to live with their false allegations, you know? But that in itself, I think, would probably bury a lot of people, and I can understand why, because it kept me low too. It wasn't an easy period of my life. Then you find the people that truly support you through your journey, those that are just incredibly selfish, those that just keep you around because they kind of like you entertain them, whatever it is, you know, people just, they don't really truly invest in you. Is that you find the special people in your life, but you realize how few it is. And I think that's the most alarming thing. I saw a video earlier where someone was said, I'm going to start treating people on their birthday how they treat me on mine. You know, you didn't send me a card. You didn't say happy birthday. You didn't bother finding, like making it exciting for me. So why is it when it's your birthday, I should jump around? And I've been saying that for years. No one's there for me through the year, even on my birthday. And yet, when it's their birthday, you hear it all the time. Oh, they're gonna have a party, you know. They will, you know. And then there's all this pressure to like say happy birthday to attend and all this shit. It's like they don't bother with anyone else's birthday. Why do they think we should get all excited for theirs? So they don't care when it's someone else's birthday, but when it's theirs, they think it's the best thing in the world. And it's like that's narcissistic. I've always felt that, and I've pushed away from that a long time ago. So you start to figure things out. Who's there for you? Who's not there for you? That's fine. I'm here. I can cope. And then again, that's when the jealousy comes, and that's when people start trying to come back because they realise they miss you and all this shit. It's like, mate, I don't need crap in my life. Thank you very much. And then not only have I been through my worst hell, I then take the time to document all that to try to help people because I think it's important. If we don't talk about things, we don't heal the planet. We don't heal people in general. We don't change the systems. So I share my ordeal through Family Call, the corruption that I deemed corruption, and I was very transparent for it. And then after that, I go for a spiritual awakening. So I just share the whole spiritual awakening, the journey through the depths of spirituality. And I think for someone that's going through something like that, they will learn a lot. Then I start to think, okay, I think about a lot of things in general, and I overcome things because of this. And I realize people don't have role models or they're not as strong mentally. So I'm going to share my thought processes on a lot of topics and how I overcome this, what I've been through in life with that. And it's like that'll help people. And that's what I've been doing. So not only did things not destroy me, I took a time out to document things. I've even left jobs to focus on fulfilling the books because I felt people needed it and I felt it was more important than my present stability. But in essence, you expect things to catch up a little bit as you go. Like life can't always be this unfair. At some point, something has to improve. Life must change, surely. It's only fair. So, like I say, you do it maybe for a year. Maybe you do it for 6 months. You expect some change. When you've been doing it for year on year on year on year, for I'd say close to a decade, it's when is it fair? And who would have gone this long without results? The level of commitment I've had. That's interesting. And like I say, when I compare the way I communicate, so I articulate the depths I can go to, honestly, I don't think there's that many like me. I don't think there is. I know my worth. Most other people have been corrupted by society, politics, money. They get corrupted. So they get positions of prominence, and money can change their judgment. Their position can change their judgment because they don't want to lose what's been established. Me, I don't give a shit if I lose everything. But I deserve a chance. No, a happy life. That's all. I'm not asking for everything. And I'll always make decisions that are like align with the highest of intentions. So I can't be bought and I can't be corrupted. And so far, I haven't found people in life who have that same integrity. And I think the more I go through life, the rarer it is. So like I say, maybe the universe will provide someone else to guide people. Maybe. But I don't think anyone else is going to be as well prepared as I am. And I'd like to think maybe they would because it shouldn't be that rare. But you only have to look around. Look around. Who do you genuinely trust in your life? Who do you actually trust? Who's sincere and honest? They're authentic. You know when they speak, they're going to just tell you the facts. They're not going to lie. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. You literally, what you see is what you get. And I know in my own life, only my daughter and my mum. And even my mum might sugarcoat some things. But I'd say me and my daughter. I can't say the same about absolutely anyone else in my life. So I'm not going to keep doing this anymore because I've done it too long and it's not been fair. So I don't feel it's giving up. I think it's saying I'm at a checkpoint and it's about time something changed because I'm not living like this anymore. I'm not prepared to be poor long term and I want something nice now. And it's about time something changed. And in the meantime, my daughter has my attention when she needs it. She has her own journey too, so I leave her to grow and experience for herself because it's important for her growth. But of course, when she needs me, I'm there. But the rest of the world for now is not going to have access to me. Not saying I'm doing anything exciting because I'm not. I'm close to finishing a video game, and how beautiful is that? In the overall scheme of things, it's absolutely ridiculous, meaningless, pointless, and I get that. In my life, it's one of the only things I have to smile about.